Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to ItsJustJoeTV. Today we're going to have episode 2 of Living with Chronic Pain. I'm going to post one of these every day until I'm done. Alright? So if you find this content useful or valuable, please go down right now, right down here, and click like, the thumbs up button, and definitely share. And you should subscribe. I think you should. So let me run my intro and get started with the episode. God bless. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today on It's Just Joe TV, we're on our episode 2 of Living with Chronic Pain. We're going to be talking about stereotypes and how your family can see this through their eyes, and friends. So basically, when you deal with chronic pain, you are basically at the whim of whatever your pain level is. So if you're having a day where your pain level is somewhat tolerable, your mood is going to be much easygoing. You're going to be easier to talk to. But if your pain level is ridiculously high, like sometimes mine is so high that I just want to be left alone. I don't want to be talked to. I want to curl up somewhere and elevate my legs and just be left alone. Just any questions become extremely irritating. I mean, to the point where if somebody asks me a question, I don't want to hear nothing they say. I'm in so much pain that it's you're not going to get nothing out of me, okay? I just want to go somewhere and be left alone. I mean, imagine somebody is digging a knife in some part of your body. Would you want to answer some questions? Would you want to be yelled at? Would you want to be grilled about your day if somebody had a knife in your side and was digging it? No, you wouldn't. You'd want to be left alone, and you wouldn't want nobody messing with you at all. You'd want to just not deal with anything because your pain level is so high. Now this can depend, like I said before in episode 1, this can depend on the weather. The biometric pressure could be high. The humidity in the air could be high. If you have bone issues, that is a well factor, along with some muscle issues can be responsive to the weather conditions. These type of things are subject to that. It's the way to put it is you don't know what you're going to deal with until you wake up and face it. Just like anybody else in their normal day. You don't know what you're going to deal with. You don't know what you're going to face. You just wake up each day and you deal with it. Now, through the eyes of your family, if you're being prescribed prescription medications, if you are taking, narcotics that are being prescribed to you by a doctor, then they're going to look at you a certain way, especially if you haven't got your dose correct yet. Okay, some people are in less pain, so when the doctor tries to get them to a comfortable place, they might for a short while be over-medicated. The doctor might, prescribe them, say they got up to something a little bit mediocrely high. Say they got up to something along the lines of 60 milligram Oxycontins 3 times a day, right? And the doctor wrote them, say 10 milligram Roxycontins, which are hydrocodone or whatever, and those are short release. Those are short release drugs. The Oxycontin is a long release. They say 12 hours, but any smart doctor knows that they do not last 12 hours. And me, from my own experience, know that. They start to wear off around 8, depending on your activity level. If you're doing strenuous work, a lot of activity, they're going to burn off faster. So, my doctor would write me 3 a day because he knows that if you can't control pain. See, pain is a number. 0, 10. 10 being excruciatingly painful. 0 being no pain at all. Now, how pain management works is when you go to your doctor, you're going to be in excruciating pain. Somewhat. You might have a good day when you go, you might have a bad day. But it's going to be high. He's going to start you off very slowly at lower levels based on federal law. So he'll start you off with, say, 10, right? 10 milligram, whatever. So he starts you off there. That doesn't work. You're using them more, okay? Instead of you're prescribed 6 a day. Instead of 6 a day, you end up taking 8 a day. So your prescription doesn't last the full 30 days and ends up running out around 24 or 25 days, right? Now, you still have your time-released medication, and you didn't run out of that because you're not abusing it, remember? So if you're not abusing it, and you're taking your time-released medication, because there's no point of taking 3 or 4 of them because they're time-released. So you take those as prescribed. But the instant relief ones are made for breakthrough pain, for sporadic bursts of pain in between the time that you take your first, second, and third pill to get you through the day. Now, like I said, you might have a high number one day, right? And you go to your doctor on that particular day and you say, Doc, I need to go up in my medication because it's just, I'm not able to perform like I was before, my work or whatever. My physical activity level has dropped. So, that being the case, he's going to ask you some questions. He or she is going to ask you some questions, and they're going to say, hey, what have you been doing different? Blah, blah, blah. Is your pain level worse today just because, or has it been periodically getting worse? And you're going to answer them, and depending on depending on the answer you give him and the situation you give him, he's going to choose. He's going to choose to either raise your dosage or lower it. Like now I said, pain management is a number, and it works just like this. You want to get the number as low as possible, and you want that number to stay low. You don't want to take your medication, be it like a comfortable 3 or 4, because you're never going to be completely out of pain. To be completely out of pain, most people have to be unconscious. And you don't get much done when you're unconscious. So, say you're at a comfortable 3, right? Well, you don't want your medication to run out for the day, what you're prescribed for the day. You don't want it to run out and then now your pain level jack up to a 10 because it's going to take you more medication to get back down to that 3. If you control it properly and take the medication as prescribed, then your doctor's working with you, then by the time you take your next pill, or whatever it is, you will be keeping your pain tolerance, your pain tolerance and number down to a respectable level. When that gets out of whack and you spike to an 8 or 9, you're going to get aggravated. Everything's going to bother you. You're going to, be in pain. You're not going to want to listen to what anybody has to say. And it's just not going to be a good experience. Now that we established that, we're going to jump into the serious topic, which is family, friends, statistics. Now here we go. People in your family are going to see you take pain medication, and they're going to stereotype you. It's just plain and simple. That's what they're going to do. They're going to look at all the people in the world that abuse the drugs. They're going to look at your physical levels of what you're doing. They're going to look at your activity level. They're going to say, you don't look like you're in pain. They're going to say, if you're in so much pain, then how come you're out doing this? Or, I saw you the other day. You didn't look like you were in that much pain. I think that you are a drug addict. Or the best one is, I talked to my friend, and her girlfriend said that her boyfriend was addicted to the same drugs that you're on, and no matter what, you're going to become a drug addict and steal out of my purse. I mean, come on, really? They're only saying these things because they have a life of not living in chronic pain. Living with chronic pain is a very different life. You are going to come into tremendous struggles. You are going to, A, lose jobs. They have no idea of what you're going through. and they probably will never understand. Years down the road, they can see what you deal with, but they'll never fully understand, and I guarantee you, won't know what it's like. Your friends, they're going to call you drug addict. They're going to call you, dope fiend. They're going to call you crackhead. They're going to call you just all these names that get thrown around in society. Oh, psst, psst, psst. Guess what? So-and-so takes Oxycontin. I see him. He doesn't need to take that many, but he always has his bottle and he always takes them. He's addicted to drugs. Listen, there's a big difference between being addicted to a drug and being physically dependent on a drug. Two totally different things. Being addicted is somebody that has no pain, that just wants to feel the effects of the narcotic, that wants to feel the effects of the drug. I'm sorry to say this to everybody out there, especially for people that are watching this to understand somebody else's pain, but once you have chronic pain, once you start taking narcotics for an extended period of time, you build a tolerance, okay? That means that the amount of drugs you take now won't do the same later. So, say if on, for example, December, you're taking 10 milligrams, right? Now, everybody's different on the time frame, but this is just a scenario, so bear with me. So, say December, you're taking 10 milligrams, okay? By the time you hit February, 10's not going to do it. 10 milligrams is not going to do the same thing that it did. Your tolerance is higher from taking this drug all the time. So your doctor's going to have to increase it to a 20 or a 30 or whatever he's increasing it to on his particular diagnosis. Now, this is how it works. Now, being physically dependent on a drug is very complicated. It is a very difficult life, and you have to weigh your situations. Now, put it this way. Would you rather be physically dependent on a drug that you need to take this, this, and this, or would you rather not be? Now, it's not that easy. It basically works out to be like this. Look, by taking this drug, you now can do things that you normally couldn't do. You can go to work. You can play with your kids. You can do that after school activity or play on that team that you want. You know, say you go on a softball team. You couldn't do it before. Your pain was too much. But now, since you're on pain management, now you can tolerate being able to play the sport, game, or physical activity that you enjoy and love. Where on the other hand, your option is don't take any of the narcotics or drugs, be in constant pain, and be immobile. Not be able to do anything, be extremely grouchy and miserable, and pretty much despise life in general because you are suffering from a condition that causes you constant pain. People in constant pain can very rarely be happy all the time. It's just, like I said, if somebody was sticking a knife in your ribs and twisting it back and forth, how happy could you be? Now, not everybody's pain level's that high. Some people just have sporadic pain. You know, my back, I got in a car accident. Say somebody got in a car accident and they have some type of disc thing or something, right? And 60% of the time they're fine. But their disc acts up or their injury acts up and now it gets unbearable. So they take their medication and now it's tolerable. All right? Well, that's different than a person, say in my condition, that is in constant pain all the time. 24 hours a day, I am in pain. I am in ridiculous amounts of pain 24 hours a day. The condition I have, since I already had one surgery, the second surgery the chances of it correcting it are so small that I don't want to risk going through another surgery. They're in the 20 and 30% recovery bracket. That means I have a 20% chance that after I go up in surgery, go through all the crap of the surgery, get out, try to heal, go through a year, maybe 2 of rehabilitation, trying to walk again, and that's just on one foot, and then try to have to do it again on another foot, okay? I'm not going through that again for a 30% chance. 50% chance, I might consider it, but I'd like to have more in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I mean, just think about it. But back to the main topic. People are going to judge you. People are going to say you're a drug addict. People are going to say that you're not really in pain because you don't look like you're in pain. I saw you do this type of thing the other day and you looked fine. I think you're faking. Can't hurt that bad. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a wussy. Don't be a wimp. Suck it up. Walk it off. Your father would have not taken those pills. Your uncle would have not taken those pills. Your brother. They're going to compare you to other people. They're going to compare you to people that they know. They're going to compare you to people that you know. They're going to throw things in your face. They're going to do all this stuff because they don't understand it. It's hard to understand until you actually experience it. On the next episode, we're going to be talking more about doctors and insurance and the alternatives that some people have to deal with that borderline in making choices that can affect their freedom, depending on which state you live and depending on what you're actually doing or using. But, today's episode is just basically what I've been talking about is on everyday life and how people are going to judge you. You can't give in to these people judging you, okay? You can't let them dictate your life because they will destroy it and you can't let them win every time because you dealing with chronic pain, it's hard enough. Guys, girls, who's ever over there on this side of the screen right here watching this video, it is a struggle every day. And it's something that you have to deal with and have the strength and courage to go on because some days can be so bad that life doesn't seem worth living. Maybe you can't work or get a job and you have to settle for Social Security because you're that disabled from your injury or birth defect or whatever it is. And people are look down on you. People put you down. People, call you names. People assume things that you've never done, okay? He's a drug addict. Say somebody misplaced some money, $20. Say you've never stolen anything in your life, and you sure as hell never stolen anything from, say, your mother, father, or family member, and now somebody misplaced some money. Just misplaced it, stuck it in their pocket, forgot they spent it, something like that. And now all of a sudden, they accuse you because you're a drug addict. But listen, guys and girls, you're not a drug addict. You're dependent on a medication that gives you the opportunity to live life a lot like other people. Because without the medication, treatment, prescription, whatever it is that you're taking, your life would be more of a living hell than it already is. And most people don't understand that even though, say you're on a bunch of pain medications, say you're on 80 milligram Oxycontins 3 times a day and 40 milligram Roxycontins and Percocets and all this stuff. Say you take that every day. That doesn't mean that you're out of pain. Okay? You might be somewhat tolerable and relieved of pain the first hour you take the pill, and then it slowly gets consumed by your brain receptors and burning it up in your body, that now your pain level is back up. It's tolerable, but it's still there. It's still a dull, burning, grinding, poking, twisting, sensation, whatever your particular syndrome is. So I'm trying to keep these episodes to under 22 minutes. So we're at about 19 and a half. So that's going to be my episode for today. I'll get more into it tomorrow. Thanks for watching. God bless. Stay safe. Remember, there's no name above the name of Jesus Christ. He can help you with your pain. Call on that name. It is very powerful. Don't let others get you down. Everybody on the other side of that screen, God bless every single one of you guys. Thanks for watching my video. And stay tuned for episode 3 of Living with Chronic Pain with Joe from ItsJustJoeTV. God bless. Enjoy. Subscribe. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out episode 1 if you haven't seen it. Thanks for watching ItsJustJoeTV. Check out our other stuff where we reveal the supernatural world from a biblical perspective. Subscribe for more videos and definitely like and share, please. And don't forget to check out our affiliate site, which is IDYNTD, where we are combating and destroying social media suicide. Guys, this thing has become one of the biggest epidemics on the web, internet, social media today. Check out our blog. We always have updates and list more information. Please get a chance, check out our Facebook page. We have daily updates, links, conversations of what's going on. God is great. Look how beautiful the world is. YouTube is a valuable tool to reach out to millions. IDYNTD stands for I Dare You Not to Die. Destroying social media suicide. People are taking their lives, guys. Blowing their brains out. They need help. And we need to be here to help them. We need to be the listening voice, the helping hand. It's cold and dark, like a dying tree in the dark, guys. We need to open the door for them. The door's right there. All you got to do is reach and open it. I'm Just Joe, signing out. God bless. Stay safe.